Happy New Year, everyone. So today's topic is to do with SwiftUI OCR. So if your SwiftUI OCR app doesn't cache or hash images or persist scans, it's not a production ready app, it's more like a demo. Most tutorials work this way, as a demo, and then it breaks in a real app. Here's how I built a real OCR app in SwiftUI. As you can see, the user, they can select the image that they want to extract. And then the information, including the image, is stored in SwiftData. And it also shows the confidence on the detail screen. So this is the app feature that we'll be looking at today. View or file we'll be focusing on is the content view. As you can see, the content view, it uses dependencies and an OCR screen that also displays a child view that includes a list of scans and enables the user to navigate to the detail view. But the main focus is the content view. So, what is the problem with this? On line 17, we inject dependencies at the root so the OCR screen stays testable. So that's not really a problem, but there's a better way of doing it. Now let's dive into the OCR screen. So on lines 33 to 36 or 37, so why this isn't production? There's no else branch, means unsupported formats will fail silently. So that's the big issue. And at the bottom of the view, between lines 55 and 57, why this isn't production, it's a big UI gap. We never present error message. In production, you add an alert binding so OCR failures don't silently disappear. So now we will fix the issue, and I will show you the production OCR screen. So here is the production OCR screen. On lines 35 to 40, we can convert to CGI image because Vision works best with that. And then also on line 63, this block here, overlay gives us a lightweight busy state. just show you the rest of the code. The next file we'll focus on is the app dependency file. Within the live function, it's a small dependency container that keeps things clean. Why this isn't production code, it typically includes a version OCR configuration, a signature so you can safely change recognition level, language, min, text, height, or at version without serving stale cache results. So this version contains the production ready code for app dependencies. So within the live function, again, as you can see, the dependency container is now implemented correctly. So if you ever wanted to do unit tests, you can add a mock and swap in fake repositories plus fake OCR services, as seen here. The next file we'll focus on is the OCR processing signature. So within the struct default OCR signature provider, this is the key idea behind correct caching. And within this extension, we turn the signature into a stable string key for storage. The next file we need to create is our OCR result file, which is our SwiftData file. But at the moment, it's not production ready. As you can see, we store the image and the extracted text in SwiftData. So the reason why this isn't production ready, we only store the full image in a list. Decoding this repeatedly is slow. So now I'll show you the production version. Here is the production version. As you can see, we store thumbnails to keep scrolling fast. And that also helps for better performance within the app. Next week, we'll focus on more of the OCR services. If this topic is where you keep getting stuck in SwiftUI, that's exactly what I help people with in one-to-one mentoring. There's a free clarity call link in the description.